Hey, Fire, you know when we went to that carnival? Well, I think I found the music that we were looking for but couldn't find. I think this would have fit. Apparently, it was from Dead Rising 2, is where I should have looked for spooky clown music. Anyway, alright. We're back again, doing some more spooky streams, or I guess, considering the last stream that we did for Spooky Month, I guess this is more of a Eldritch month now. So I've had this game, been floating around for a while. Stygian, Reign of the Old Gods. It looks to be like a Lovecraftian RPG. Apparently it's not super long, depending on how much time I put into it. So, yeah. Definitely more than one stream, but I'm going to have some fun with this. So, like I said, it's been hanging around a while, and I think I'll give this a shot. Let's see. I know it had like a really nice look to the like the assets that they were using. So if this is the one that I think it has some like really good hand drawn stuff. Let me just
Your former life was in a bliss of
Oh
ignorance.
god, that's loud.
Until you've awakened to the darkness waiting on the doorstep of our fragile dimension. Something terrible left its eons-old slumber, and the reality, as we knew it, collapsed. The city of Arkham was pulled to somewhere not of this world, and its residents are in the shadows of true terror. As a survivor of this catastrophe, you should investigate the strange occurrences in the city and survive the rising darkness, physically and mentally, if possible.
Yep, this is exactly the art style that I thought this was. This is in fact the game. Alright. So we are going to go to settings because that was very loud. It still is, actually. Alright, we're just gonna do the whole master volume down. We'll put it at half and see what half is like. I can always put that down again more. So we've only got what we only have full screen. Do we have like... No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Subtitles, English. Let's see. Character for ourselves, inventory is I. G for Grimoire, M for map, okay. Select pre-made character or create my own. Hell, this is an RPG. We're making it. Okay, you know what? Don't want to nerf it too much, but that looks to be appropriate. This is an RPG. We're making our own, baby. Alright, we a girl or we a boy? I'll go dude for this one. Age. Are we young, adult, or old? Starts the game with a bonus in either physique, agility, or senses, but is penalized with 2 less skill points. Adult characters have a balance of physical aptitude and life experiences. Starts the game with the default values in attribute skill pools. And old characters are in physical decline, but have acquired more life experience than younger characters. Starts the game with a penalty to either physique, agility, or senses, but is awarded with 2 more skill points. Okay. Okay. You know what? We're going old. We're going old. We be old. We're gonna take a minus in now. This is I don't want to hit like I would hit like agility, but if that's like a dodge, like look, I doubt this is gonna be like Fallout 1. But if agility is like here's your action points and you don't have them anymore, we're not touching agility. we're just gonna dull our senses. Alright. So we have our archetype: academic, aristocrat, criminal, explorer, investigator, occultist, performer, soldier. Character used to be a research scientist at Miskatonic University. Sent on a remote expedition to a foreign land, he had no warning of the doom potentially waiting beneath the frigid wastes. Medicine, psychology, and science skills have been improved to the maximum level. Requires a minimum score 6 in mind. Aristocrat. After the loss of his mother, this character is the sole remnant of a noble family. Memories provided by his return to the family estate are not at all pleasant. Occult, science, and speechcraft skills have been improved to the maximum. This archetype has no attribute requirement. Apparently there's others. Christian, prodigal, cursed bloodline. +1 occult, +3% critical failure chance. Bankrupt royalty, +1 survival, starts the game with less SIGs. Prodigal, starts the game with extra jewelry, lower sex appeal. Criminal. The character used to be a hired gun for an undercover boss. His last stop on a long line of collecting protection money of the Nightcraft was a nightclub known for its patrons' peculiar taste in entertainment. Firearm stealth and subterfuge skills can be improved to the maximum level. Requires a minimum score of 6. The character is a professional hunter and adventurer. While exploring the Dark Continent, he met the ancient tribe. What he views as simple tribal superstition will come back to haunt him. Athletics, firearms, and survival can be improved to the max because of agility. Well, yeah, when you're trying to interact with the other gender to random people. Also, when you're trying to attract the squid monster. I mean, come on. How are you going to attract the squid monster? It can stick its tentacle in anything. You need to wiggle that hole. Good for it. Investigator. This character is a private investigator who used to work at the Boston Bureau of Investigation. His latest case was attempting to locate a missing child. It turned out to be much more complicated than common kidnapping. Investigation, firearms, psychology skill. Occultist. This character is a member of a hidden order. The backing of the order has made life easier so far, but the initiation rite required to join the inner circle may involve some complications. Investigation, medicine, and occult skills can be must have and will. Former. The character is an actor from a traveling theater troupe. She was invited to Arkham by a woman desiring a private performance at her mansion. How could you refuse such an enthusiastic admirer? Athletics, speechcraft, and stealth skills can be improved by maximum. Require score 6 in presence, and then you got soldier. Character took part in a secret government assault on an isolated coastal town. The enemy was not entirely human. Firearms, melee, and survival. Let's see. Now, I did just nerf my senses, but I could. Let's see. Detective default, occult detective. +1 occult, +50 angst. Ex-cop, +1 firearms, -5 total sanity. Bounty hunter. Your bounty hunting past taught you how to approach the targets unnoticed. The right amount, you brought them dead or alive. +50 angst. You encountered the supernatural in your past cases. Those experiences still haunt you. Okay. Investigation, firearms, and psychology. Belief system, humanistic. Extra sanity can be gained by selecting humanistic dialogue choices and committing acts of altruism. Extra sanity can be gained by selecting materialistic dialogue choices through material gain and acts of self-indulgence. Extra sanity can be gained by nihilistic dialogue choices. A nihilist cannot gain sanity through her actions, but begins the game with a higher mental resistance. Extra sanity can be gained by selecting faithful dialogue choices. Extra sanity can be gained by selecting rational dialogue choices and through the scientific and medical research. Science or medicine skills recommended. Extra sanity can be gained by selecting esoteric dialogue choices and through... Okay, so we're doing an occultist detective. So I still want to choose either rational or nihilistic. I'm going to, considering we're going detective doing this, I want to do Ashley Watt. We're going to be doing an old World of Darkness character that I'll do here. Rational or nihilistic? What do you think, Fire? Gotcha. All right, and we're gonna go for rational. I mean, we could also do like humanistic, but no. No matter how unusual or baffling, no phenomenon is beyond the boundaries of science and rational thought. There has to be an explanation. What must be done to search to find it? Character identity. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What would be a good portrait for Ash? Delightfully devilish, Seymour. We could just go the classic detective look there. Why not? Alright, so our senses are going to be nerfed down by 1 because of our old age. However, we need to have at least 6 points, so we're going to keep that there anyway. Alright, so we have 6 more points that we can add. Yep, enjoy Fire. Alright, physique, melee and survival, agility, athletics, firearms, melee, subterfuge, and stealth. Senses, firearms, investigation, stealth, and survival. Mind, medicine, psychology, and science. Will, occult, and survival. And speechcraft. Okay. 2 in the senses. We're going to get that to an 8. Get agility to a 6 as well. Then we're going to get occult and survival up. There we go. Now we have our points for firearms, investigation, psychology. 2 points in investigation. Get firearms in there as well, might as well. And then I want to hit survival. Stealth, subterfuge, science, occult, melee, medicine. There, we're good. Crit success and failure is 5%, so that's a d20 still. Health 44, sanity 50. Good by mind and will. Action points 9. Reaction 13. Stealth value 7. Alright, we're good. Also, my researches are pretty decent as well. Alright, we're Ashley Watt, investigation. We're an old occult detective. Status healthy. Status sane. Alright, works for me. Venturing into attic. Openly defying the mob, the cult may make your time in Arkham rather unpleasant. Never forget that this forsaken town is run by tyrants and deviants. Hey, Sir Bob, how's it going? No, this is a game I've had in my Steam library for a long time, Bob. Also, why is the volume... I lowered the volume, what the fuck is it doing? A year has passed since your encounter with a peculiar fellow, known as Dismal Man. When last you met, he instructed you to read this faster, you jackass. On what is now known as the Black Day, under the shadow of the Awakened, the world you knew vanished, and with it your hopes, future, and loved ones. For reasons unknown, the city of Arkham was separated from the carcass of the earth, and exiled to the outer plane under the stars. Unlike many others, you survived, body and mind, mostly intact. Ever since you have existed from day to day in the grey gloom of the old alehouse, waiting for the enigmatic man to call, a man whose very existence you are now beginning to question. Until you wake into another layer of the nightmare. Until the visit at the old attic. Also, seriously, volume, what the fuck? I turned you down. I think it was in... I'm pretty sure this game was in one of the, whatchamacallits? Humble bundles. But a long time ago. Lamps in darkness. Alright, so now I have a lamp. Let's see. Cigarettes. Survival recipe for mystery meat. Survival recipe Molotov cocktail and mystery meat. Got some kerosene canister, and their lantern. I like just less than a half. Doing this here gives me light. Now, if I hit Alt, does it show me things I can, or does it have to be like just a mouse over? Okay, let's put that away anyway. Offhand item tool. Necessary in Arkham's twilight hour. These outdated devices have been retrieved from cobweb-filled attics to help people. Used to illuminate dark areas at the expense of kerosene. Yeah, got that. I want to unequip it though. How do I put it away? I would like to put the lamp away. Can I not just put it away now that it's out? I don't want to use the kerosene anymore. Yep, Ashley. You know, like Living Dead. Ashley Ash. That's what Ash is normally short for. Yeah, that it's also the joke from Living Dead when he gets mad. He's like, no, don't call me Ashley, call me Ash. Like, it's literally part of the joke. The cook is dead, only serving cans. So can I put this away now? Like, if I swap to the second set, I kind of really want to know how to... Reload, stealth, quick save, focus. Or maybe I'm just not allowed to turn it off at this part of the game. Character inventory, grimoire. Evil Eye. A sickly eye gazes upon the caster's enemy, who suffers reduced combat capabilities and an increased chance of critical failures. If the caster suffers from paranoia, there's a chance the spell will target the caster's strongest enemy instead of an enemy. Oh, strongest ally instead of an enemy. Plus 3 action points and 5 spell points. And Blood Circle. The caster performs a ritual to create a protective circle around herself, sacrificing a portion of her own health in the process. The caster's own blood must be spilled to complete the ritual. 8 action points, 10 HP, and 5 spell points. Yeah, I don't even bother paying attention to that shit anymore. They say that about fucking everything. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It's usually just clickbait. Oh, they were dancing. Sanity lost. 15 horror witnessed. That's my sanity. Down here is my HP. Okay. In the gaps between the encroaching vein route, this grimy window offers a glimpse of the dark, dismal street below. These decayed fragments of furniture betray the craftsmanship of talented carpenters. How heartbreaking to see their fine work reduced to a pile of scrap. Oh shit, here we go. Alright, let's see. Got our trench coat. Got our hat. Also, this particular character was a character that I used in a World of Darkness game that my friend Fire was doing. It was a World of Darkness is basically, it started off with like Vampire the Masquerade, and there a bunch of different other tabletop game systems were brought into the fold as well. So I was doing one where we were just, you know, just a normal human, and I said, "Fuck it, I want to be I want to be a detective who gets brought into the supernatural world." And that's where I first made this character. So I figured this would be good to bring in here. And the whole joke was Ashley Watt, a light in the darkness, was the slogan for his detective agency. It's dumb, but I liked it. Blank notebook. Detective license. Fuck yeah. Time to show this to everybody. Aha! Objection! I'm a lawyer! I'm a detective! Complete kit of camping supplies for outdoor living. 20 bullets. Don't leave them there. 200 cigarettes. I think these work like money. So I have $200 dues. Yeah, kind of. Except I have like literally no magic powers at all, and it's just me fumbling around like an idiot while supernatural shit's going on. It was a fun game. I remember getting into a fight with a mummy in my car. It was not going well. It appeared in the passenger seat next to me. I hit the brake, sent it through the front of the glass. Then, when it stood back up after getting fucking road burned, I went and I rammed it with the car. Things still wasn't down, though. One day. Barrels now serving as primitive tables, still reek of stale alcohol and a damp, woody stench that makes your nose itch. Too busy playing. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. You see Marino, the manager and bartender of the Old Eel. He's been your host for almost a year now, charging in exchange the last of your precious resources. He has the tendency to suck you dry whenever he gets the Phrasing. Good morning, Konuto. If you can call this never-ending fucking twilight morning. What was that hurly-burly upstairs? Bad dreams? You could say that. You separate dream from reality anymore? Nothing that concerns you. Oh, I see, Konuto is quite a philosopher. I find my own view simpler and more effective. Whether this is a dream or reality or fucking inferno, the question is, can you die? If you can kick the bucket, which is definitely still the case, my friend, I guess this is real enough. If you want to give a shot, I can spare you a pistol. Since you're awake, let's talk about the cigs you owe me. You were too drunk to pay yesterday and told me to remind you later, remember? I didn't drink yesterday, Marino. This trick is getting old, Marino. Really? Did I drink that much? How much do I owe you? Trick's getting old, Marino. But I'm sure you did. Don't you trust your giving hosts, Konuto? Where would you be now if I hadn't accommodated you? I pay for your accommodations, however poor they may be. Giving? Thought I'm the one who's being I'm the one who's been giving. Okay. All the phrasing. You'll have a lot of my cigs soon. Why the hurry? He pauses and smiles. I can't argue with that. Consider this one on the house. Oh really? Thank you for your generosity. You're a better good example of how low a person can go. I better go. Oh please spare me a sharp wit. Later, Konuto. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me. I'm not interested. You see an eccentric middle-aged man completely focused on the darts game he alone is playing. Exhalation all but radiates from this odd fellow. Oh, sorry, exultation. You care for a game of cricket? You don't get a chance to play against the world-famous champion every day. He passes several of his darts to you. Were you? World champion? Of course, surprised. You have no clue what happened to the rest of the world. Knock, knock. Anybody there? No one? Good riddance. Throws a dart. Earth was a big pain in the butt, anyway. Here, this is only one champion, Herschel. The master of darts. Throws another dart at the board. This makes me the world dart champion. Ready for a game now? Let's play. Now you're talking. He starts to tell you the rules of the game, with rather too much enthusiasm. Test your skills in a game of darts with Herschel. And the last round. What? Herschel looks as if he's stripped of all purpose. Glancing at his expressionless eyes, you feel like you're gazing right into the abyss. He starts to talk slowly. Cheater! I didn't cheat. May I have my cigs now? Face Herschel, you lost. Stay silent. Cheater! Oh, come on. It seems I'm the new world champion. Cheater, 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 cheater! With each repetition, his speech starts to sound less and less irrational until he turns into a frenzied howl. Drive Herschel mad. Uh-oh. Ow! Motherfucker! He just darted me. Lost 5 health, gained some experience, and I got some more cigarettes, which means I now have 40 extra bucks in my pocket. These unfortunate taxidermied fish are entrapped in timelessness, displaying a total contrast with the freedom they once had in Miskatonic and other neighboring rivers. Mob is the law. Mob is the law. The signboard carries the prohibitory insignia of the wax face and secures this establishment as a property of the mob. No person in their right mind would want to live inside that rotting, clammy shed, nor be gullible enough to purchase any kind of food resulting from fishing. This towering depiction of one of the elder gods perches atop a naked base of a shattered statue. You see a typical Arkham resident, tired and decrepit looking. She looks at you uneasily. What is that grotesque monument over there? The cult erected it in place of an old Lincoln statue. Grandfather's altar, they call it. Damned atrocity. Caught this someone came from across the river to sacrifice people who've been marked by the mob. Blood offerings to Grandfather Cthulhu. Mob marks people? Shh! If you get on the mob's bad side, they'll get you marked, and every so often the cult comes from across the river to fetch the marked ones. If it happens to you, you're better off putting a gun to your head. No one deserves such a death. The bone-chilling cries of those sacrificed, I can still hear them. Keep that in mind. Mad fanatics who devoted themselves to Cthulhu and the other old ones. They rule the ruins of North Arkham across the Miskatonic River. The cult becomes to this side of the river either to find new blood for their ranks or new victims to be sacrificed to their rites. I'm not sure which is worse. How can I get to the side of the river? I don't recommend it. There are things lurking in the water. Only the cult can pass the river at will. I have no idea how. Sometimes you can see their boats on the Miskatonic, all painted red, crimson omens of doom. Go the way that the guy went in the thing. You typical Arkham resident, tired and decrepit looking. Good name, ma'am. My name is Ashley Watt. Good day? Have you been living? Does it look like a good day to you? Oh no, you're one of those. She goes white in fear. Those raving lunatics! She starts to move away in panic. Honest Bill's shop. You know me. Bring the bullets, take away the rations. Protected by the mob, scavengers will be shot on sight. Racks of guns, cans of food. The cost of kerosene has increased dramatically since the pitch black ether swallowed the sun. This shelf has been a subject to many of your daydreams during your incarceration in Arkham. Waxed face food stores keep up starvation at bay of the populace. Be grateful for its art. With no radio stations broadcasting in the vicinity, these Neutrodyne radio receivers have no function other than decoration. Older, out-of-production rifles populate these shelves. By the looks of it, most of them would need extensive maintenance before they can be used. This magazine rack is filled exclusively with raunchy and explicit sexual contact. The hodgepodge of fingerprints on the covers indicate that most customers browse through the pages at least once in order to satisfy their carnal urges. Behind the bars is a stern-looking man who looks deeply dissatisfied. Although he looks to be in the 60s, his presence invokes respect and fear. Hey, are you here to buy something or just wasting my time? I'd like to trade. I've got $240. He's got a lantern. You don't actually have one of those. Ludinum shot and agnostic needle that receives mental and physical pain. Okay. 10 to 14 health. 5 through 8 sanity. I already have a gun, so here's a bunch of others. Can of preserved food, tea can spaghetti, canned pumpkin, and Camper's canned beans. And cigs, okay. Nope. Kerosene is 45. I do already have camping supply. All the different types of bullets that you might need. Melee weapons. I don't really have that much melee skill and extra strength. Though having a melee weapon might be helpful to not have bullets at some point. Backpack. Little Woman. Alcott's yearning for a dignified, independent life is captured in this major work. Kingsport Folktales. Stanley Fredkin's retelling of local Kingsport legends. Spooky. Holy Bible. The American Standard Edition Holy Bible. Blank notebook. I already have one of those. Watches and crosses. Whetstones for sharpening. Firewood. Corn. And compasses. Okay. If I got a silver pocket watch. 102. Thing is, I don't know what these actually do yet. Ooh, lockpicks might be important. Grappling hook as well. Grappling hook. And 2 lockpicks, sure. The man smiles silently. Where's the wax statue doing there? Oh, you mean Honest Bill? He's dead. But they kept him around for decoration. Turned him into a statue. He used to own this place, see? Until he crossed Waxface. Can you guess how they did it? Poured boiling wax over him from head to toe. You should have heard his screams. That's enough. Want more details? Oh, I'm good. Wretched creature before you has hardly been described as human. It is wearing odd anachronistic clothes and has been wrapped its face and hands in tattered rags. Its cringing, confused movements further verify the status of the unfortunate outcast. The humanoid creature is talking to itself with an uneasy, guttural tone. His voice is like a cold breeze, blowing from beyond the grave. Why have a cruel god chosen me for their ghastly amusement? The moment he sees you, the wretched creature draws back in horror. As a disciple of the dark arts, you can sense the occult energies emanating from this being. I sense the power is in you. No harm shall come to you from me. Wait, I mean no harm. Run, you pathetic thing! You sense the creature observing you with its yellow, ghoulish eyes, barely visible behind filthy rags. The outlandish being starts to talk in a rugged but strangely educated tone. Harm is the only thing your kind brought to me. To think I once foolishly believed to be kin. Leave me alone. Scurries away from you. Me the days, the Okay, he's just hanging out there. Don't be suicidal. Hotel is for the mob's guests. Playful and optimistic advertisement. From just after the Great War, a black day has made this message bitterly ironic. You see a skinny woman wearing heavy makeup. Her provocative outfit emphasizes how she earns her living in Arkham. She moves like a person drugged or drunk. Oh, hi, darling. Her words are welcoming. Her excitement feigned. Interested in a good time? No thanks. Come on, baby, don't be hard on yourself. Everyone needs a good time in this town. Watch. 36 for a nice long one in the back alley. All the special tricks included, but no finishing inside. And if you want a second round, you'll have to pay again. Goodbye. Trying to make a living here. A few six. It is happening again. The lurker below. Back on the ground it will. That was a close one. Gruffy man dressed in a grim garments. You approach, you are irritated by the rancid, alcoholic stench of his sweat. The swollen syringe marks on his arm further demonstrate the extent of his addiction. As your shadow falls over the unkempt and emaciated rummy, he scarcely opens one eyelid as he starts as if he has been anticipating a visitor. Deliriously, "When is that you?" Takes a moment to realize that you're not who he expected. Oh, shoot! Putting your hand on his shoulder. Are you alright, pal? Covering your nose. God, that foul smell. Excuse me, I've gotta go. Wrath's asking for more junk. Something under the university. I'll blow up the gates to keep it inside. Although one of the newer buildings in town, the supernatural darkness has reduced the post office to decrepitude, interring the letters of the damned betwixt cracks walls. Although he looks like a living wreck with a lot of grease in his filthy hair, the man before you persistently advertises his merchandise, which look more like trash to you with an unfaltering energy. Welcome to Uncle Rustack's shop of undiscovered treasures. Don't be shy, come closer. I have everything you need. Well, it's a shop. Alright, let's see what you got. Stuff. Handmade pistol. Gas mask. Brown suit. Powdered cocaine. 2 8p, 5 reaction, panic immunity. Temporary. Processed opium, 1 damage resistance. Bandages. Swiss Army knife. Rubber tubes, cogs, copper wires, screws. Alright, so you can probably build something. Baby rattles. Miskatonic diploma. Sure, I'll take the Miskatonic diploma. I'm a detective and a college graduate. No junk, reusable. The door seems to be sturdily locked for a typical building in Arkham with such decrepitness. You hear approaching footsteps and a blunt, uneducated voice is heard from behind the door. Who dis? Smash you what, you? Paperboy? I'm nobody. Wrong house, goodbye. Get lost! Footsteps become distant. Key number 0 picked up. Okay, nowhere to go yet. Find the Dismal Man. A year ago, I met the answers. Unlock the mystery behind key numbered 0. Found a peculiar key at the entrance of the ruined university. Marked with the number 0. Perhaps I could find someone to tell me what it unlocks. A well-bit, dark-skinned man is approaching you. You doubt he's from these parts. He seems unaffected by Arkham's nightmarish conditions, and there is something inviting, almost provocative, in his thin smile. Hola, senor. Please forgive my... He tries to find the right word. Interruption. But I've been seeing you at the Old Eel and wanted to... presentarme. Go on. Who are you? I am called Eduardo Cornelia, to be exact. There is nothing special about my apellido. I am just son of another poor fisherman from Kojimar. Yet I carried the Canaria name to this far part of the world. Now I am all that remains is our past, no? You may be right. I'm actually what? What do you want from me? Your lineage is uninteresting me only. Eduardo shakes your hand eagerly. A pleasure to meet you, senor. Give her something, right? What do you want from me? I have a sensation that you may need my services. Different from you, I am accustomed to this survival in the streets. The never-ending sobreviviente. I survived the Spaniards, then American occupation, then Civil War, then the American again. No hard feeling, though. But you see my point now. I know what to do when things get, what do you say, hot? It can be the difference between life and Santa Muerte. So you're offering a fight for me? What do you want in return? My enemies may not be human. 24 SIGs for each day I protect you. I don't care if you're fighting monsters or the mob or El Diablo himself. Deal. Follow me. You have no fear, huh? See how you stare at me. Does it have a price too? Why should I? I have survived by chance all my life, and now I do the same. We all do. But you were not aware of this before the catastrophe. A swordfish killed me padre. One day he go out to work. He never come home. Yes. SOS. Like that. You see, we live by chance alone, and it is when we are out of our luck that it becomes plain. I will play the game, senor, until adios your fortuna betrays me. I accept your offer. Follow me. Bueno. Lead the way, senor. Eduardo Cornelia. Ah, your angel protector is by your side. Now I have a... You can heal yourself. Give him a laudanum shot. What kind of weapons can you use? Oh, no worse than you are when it comes to it. I am good at killing. On my first night here, I had to start with a club. Still keep it, see? He shows you a crude cudgel. It's my lucky club, El Palo. It's lucky because the man I beat with El Palo carried this. He shows you a Stallion M1910, a state-of-the-art automatic pistol. See? La Diosa Fortuna is with me. No. I'm assuming he's just not going to follow me until we... Oh, no, it's just a distance. Okay. Save for the choking vines on every wall. This humble residence is one of the few that remains untouched by the destruction that has engulfed Arkham. As you approach the warehouse, which has once operated by the Marsh family of Innsmouth, your blood runs cold at the sound of distant wailing from within. Rusty keys. Food, build shut. You don't possess anything to craft. Alcohol, bottles, can of kerosene. Oh yeah. Passage to the intersection of the warehouse seems to be blocked by a vile combination of wood boards, mud, twigs, and dirt. It didn't say anything, but maybe we need an item to get through it. Can't take the shovel, okay. Don't have much time left. Need to get my fix. A few more SIGs and it will be fine. Don't possess anything to craft. The many types of drugs on these shelves indicated it was once a proper drugstore before Richter took over. The anatomical model was designed to a strict medical standard and was once the property of Miskatonic University. Richter frequently makes use of this modular educational tool, but it's not clear what for. You see a middle-aged man, middle-aged, educational-looking man with a hint of a danger in his smile. This must be the owner of the pharmacy, Richter. New one, surprising, and just when I thought I had finally run out of possibilities. I mean business. You know, our numbers aren't growing these days. Now tell old Richter what makes you tick. I rarely disappoint. What kinds of medicine do you sell? Let me see your stock. This place is pretty well guarded for a drugstore. Of course. Everyone is in this town wants to peruse Uncle Richter's stock. Why should you be any exception? Oh yeah, I heard about the storm possibly happening. Around 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. and 2. All right, I can take a look. I'll be finishing stream around that time anyway. Yep, thank you, Stormpike. Scalpels, swimming mask, amphetamines, very potent synthetic stimulant they can use to take via inhaler. Physical agility, panic immunity. Powder cocaine we've seen before, processed opium, morphine shot. Okay, the laudanum shot is what we have. How much is one of these anyway? $31 for that. Mineral oil, leaves for mixing our own stuff, organic compounds, probably just for mixing our own stuff. Hydrochloric acid. Laudanum shot, a formula. Bandages. And a recipe for cat powder cocaine. Are you looking at me? Who, me? No, sir, I didn't. Bit. Teaks. Alright, well, before his body gets cold, another unlucky soul fallen to the tyranny of the mob. Didn't meet some cigs. Magnificent Horatio Flyer. Souvenir brighter times when the unostentatious show of an illusionist could still cheer up a now crestfallen denizens of Arkham. Crafting traits, non-craftable. Carved into marble, this is an almost man-sized statue of Pan, god of the mountain wild, ancient Greek mythology. The late 18th century Italian harpsichord. We're astounded to see this delicate instrument in such excellent condition. Alabaster statue of Barong, the mother of all spirit wardens in Balinese mythology. An intriguing find for anyone interested in obscure oceanic myths. A specimen of the giant praying mantis was preserved in an intimidating predatory pose. An exquisite hand-carved Agnus Dei miniature, which probably was once possessed by a Puritan settler. The modern New Englander must have found these antique furnishings overwhelmingly ornate. For evidently Isidore had more than a few upscale customers who approved of such baroque design. Henry Fuseli's famous painting of a key, event in Norse mythology. The god Thor is depicted nude and triumphant, battering the head of Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, under a stormy firmament. For reproduction is expertly well done. The books arranged in this cabinet consist largely of volumes of archaeology, including all 12 books of Carl Rickard's Lepsius, pioneering epitological work, Den Malkalia, also Egyptian and Ethiopian in its original 1849 publication. An old man sitting behind the dusty counter, surrounded by a variety of odd objects, doesn't look pleased to see. Yes, are you looking for something in particular? What do you know about this key? You see a flash of greed in the old man's eyes. He hastily takes some notes to a peculiar notebook on the counter. It's numbered 0. Oh, how interesting. Where did you get such a rare one? Found it in the streets. From a mysterious man, but I found it because of a dream. Long story. From a connection. It's none of your business. Interesting connections you have. What can I offer you for that key, my friend? A key number 0 would be a very fine addition to my collection here. Not for sale. All the interesting keys. Tell me about it first, and I'll think about it. Oh, shit. $500 is it for sale now? Tell me about it first, and I'll think about it. Forgive me, but I don't trust people easily. This particular habit also helped me tremendously in staying alive. No. $700. It's my final officer. Don't waste your breath. I won't sell it. You don't give up, do you? 1,000. Right now. Enough. It's not going to happen. I need the key. Losing the key will put everything in jeopardy. You won't change my mind. Sorry. 1,000 for that? Alright, I guess. I wonder what happens if you do actually just sell the key. I assume with 1,000 money on you, you could probably do it, unless there's like some other way of stealing it back. It's definitely incredibly important. If he wants it this much, I assume it's important to the story. You're not selling the key to me. I'm afraid our conversation is over. Regret it. We all face our regrets in this purgatory. You can leave now. No information on the key, but I have the key still. Behind the broken glass are a collection of weird relics, including a copper Soviet diving helmet, a tribal totem, a clay figure of a lion, various masks crafted by indigenous peoples, and an 18th century bust. The profile of this key is severely corroded, so you doubt anyone could be in it use. A plain brass key with a number 0 carved on it. Your heart grows cold when you hold the key in your hand and feel the chilling metal. The door is tightly locked, but there is a dusty button alongside adjacent to the rectangular panels, similar to a speaker. Voice sizzles from the speaker. What do you want? Who are you? Can I come in? You ring my bell and I'm supposed to tell you who I am. Go away. I have things to do. Amidst the undescribable chaos of the Black Day, the sagging gambrel roofs were buffeted by an apocalyptic storm of unparalleled force. No. Can you tell me about this key?
Do I look like a locksmith or something? I haven't got the slightest idea. Maybe nutty old Isidore could help you. He runs the antique store. He has the thing for keys, so I've heard.
Didn't work that well. Lies. Where is your god now? Nearly all of French Hill's timber houses looked deserted, presuming the inhabitants were lucky enough to survive at all. After the locals salvaged whatever they could find to use, cultists turned this humble place of worship into an altar to their own depravity. Man who has blackened his face and hands with paint. He is performing some kind of pantomimic show. He is unaware of your presence. It's not hard to see that beneath his ridiculous posturing, something is deeply wrong. Man's weary visage shows he has been at this for a long time, and the exertion is saying in character is wearing him down. Wait, he reacts with a comic surprise. His startled eyes show nothing but the shallow character he is portraying. You cut it out, please. He shrugs theatrically and begins another one of his vulgar sketches. You are no longer sure whether this is a performance or the sole mode of existence for this bizarre fellow.
Slow down, Willie.
A revolting smell attacks your nostrils as you approach the homeless man, as if some small animal had died under his stained clothes.
What is it, mister? Do I smell? Then stay a few damn yards away.
Who is that man with paint over his face?
Oh, you don't know Coley, Willie? Thought everybody knew Coley. You know he has movies, the theatrical performances. He was a real celebrity, you know. Not Coley Willie, but the fella himself, Sam Rodney. Never found him funny myself. In days better, a friend took me to one of his shows, making all of that money scoffing at black folks. Black day comes for us all at the end, didn't it? White, yellow, black, everyone.
Still putting on a show? Who's he performing for?
Some mob fellows used to come and see him now and then. Not anymore. Watching the same thing over and over got boring, probably. The other folks don't like it to go anywhere near him. Probably find him creepy. Can't blame them. They don't like to be near me either. Here we are, mister. Coley and the...
Tries to think of something.
Stinky?
The beautiful exhaustion. You are exhausted. Time to give your weary body a break. Secure yourself a refuge and slip beneath the shroud of subconsciousness. Exhaustion reduces some of your statistics, making you weaker. There are 3 stages of exhaustion before your character enters the drain state. Mild, exhaustion, and severe. You need to rest in order to remove the exhausted state. You can either rest at the old eel by making Marino a wealthier man, or by acquiring camping supplies and resting at a campfire. Keep in mind that camping outdoors has its own hazards and risks, but due to the high demand for the relative safety of Marino's attic, you can find his rather shabby facilities occupied from time. You see a determined but pallid-looking woman in her 30s. Her outfit hints of a metropolitan sensibility. You sense an air of hypochondria about this mysterious woman.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you something, if I may.
Make it quick. You can sense the anger rising inside the woman. Abstaining herself, she continues.
I'm looking for my husband, a slender, long-faced gentleman from Boston. His name is Randolph Carter. All I know is that he arrived in Arkham. Do you know him or his whereabouts?
No, I don't. I don't know if I've seen him, but the name does ring a bell.
I see. Thank you, sir. I'd better continue my search.
Randolph the Dreamwalker. Separated.
Sorry, but I should get looking for him. Goodbye.
Do a little bit more before we go to our...
Watch your own business, grown up.
Alright, we're gonna take the first. Take the first night in the. I guess we'll just use the basic campfire. Instead of using Marinos. I know I hit a level of exhaustion already, but should be safe enough here since we haven't even started anything. Maybe we will have to go back to the antiquities guy and talk with him, bribe him, I don't know. Rations 3, camping supplies 1. Resting serves a couple of needs in Stygian. Firstly, it helps you replenish lost health and sanity, removing the exhaustion. You can decide what your characters do in their spare time. Each rest activity is directly associated with a skill known by... Okay.
Though you're not exactly acquainted with your immediate surroundings, here in the desolate urban setting, you don't feel like a stranger either. Is this Arkham? Perhaps a forgotten corner from which you have never seen. Amidst the Cimmerian silhouettes, there stands a forlorn figure, barely present, but inescapably real. He seems to be walking around a certain house along the street before stopping to look at you.
Who are you? This place, alien. Almost familiar. His aloofness is in contrast with his contemplative eyes, which under your glimpse of a sea of wonder.
Isn't that the heart of the matter? To be somewhere foreign, to escape? It must be from conjecture. A strong desire must have conducted to a peculiar circumstances of our meeting.
Looking at you attentively with his unblinking eyes.
You're a wanderer, like me, perhaps.
The timbre of his voice consists of sublime overtones.
Why would you be here if you weren't?
Is this a dream? Or is everyone? What is it that brought us together?
It seems our paths have crossed in this vast realm lying beneath the prisoners of the unconscious world. For your question, I am just another lost passenger, so don't expect all the answers from me. But the real question revolves around you, doesn't it? Perhaps you've been compelled to seek a memory, which isn't yours at all.
His eyes darken.
You emanate a tragic aura, source of which is most dire.
Brief pause, and this definitive answer cuts right through his tension of Stygian abstractness.
Inspiration. Know this, wanderer, and would be a price to pay when you have no option but to cling to visions brim with unendurable horrors in order to procure your only means of subsistence, however maddening they may be.
Tell me who you are, I must know. Sounds poetic. You're an artist, perhaps. I don't understand. Elaborate. Who are you?
I won't grant that answer that easily. Knowledge of someone is a powerful thing, and this premise applies even in dreams. But I'll offer you a chance since you've intruded my fantasy. I'll tell you of my journeys, and you will tell me who I am.
In a frigid but lyrical tone,
refraining from the pageantry of the mundane, small a boy shall wander to the path of prophecy. Nebulous is the truth of all things, future and past, dwelling beyond the serpent's lair for none but him to see. Only the forbidden he shall thereafter seek, lurking in the labyrinth so forgotten and forlorn. Plagued will be those upon whom he shall touch, held by the oblivion they will have forthborn. Carried away to his fantasy on wings ethereal, a toilsome quest he shall embark upon so seduction.
God damn it. Seduciously? Yeah, we'll keep it at that.
Seduciously. Resplendence of his dream, however, is not to remain. Thus the search for the silver key must begin duly. Exult he will in the deathless continuum, wild and free, resigning from the world to embrace all that was and will ever be. Answer me then, wanderer. Who am I?
Can you repeat that one more time? Guess a name. You try your wits, if not your luck, in order to find the identity of the man before you. Randolph Collins, Randolph Carter, Roland. I guess we'll just go for that. He nods solemnly and puts on a thin smile.
That's correct, wanderer. You seem to be endowed with the proper traits to guide you in the dreamlands. My name is Randolph Carter.
Diverts his gaze to the dulcet skies.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must cover a long way to eternity.
Randolph Carter. Guess I met your wife. She's looking all over for you. I know that name from somewhere. Been a pleasure. Oh, I chose the wife one. Instantly tentacled. You've gained 2 sanity after some rest. You have visited strange places in your dream. Solve the Dreamwaker. Unlock the mystery. Yeah, nothing more about that yet. I remember that the proprietor of the antique store, Isidore Schmidt, has a thing for keys. I suspect he can help me unlock the secrets to... Okay, so I do have to keep talking to him and then speak to his wife now that I found him. Let's see if they're still standing where they were. Okay, she's not there anymore. That's not something we can enter there. Oh, there's also a campfire there as well. Okay. I don't have to wander all the way across the map for that. Alright, she's probably at the eel. But let's go talk to this guy again. I'm here for the key again. What is this place? May I see your wares? Nice collection of keys you have.
Thank you. I have put my life into this collection, though it is unfortunately incomplete.
He quickly reviews his rows of keys, and you notice a deep longing in his eyes. Are the interesting keys?
I've always been fascinated by keys. I started collecting them in my childhood. It was simply a hobby, of course, until the Black Day.
What changed after the Black Day?
Not important. Just remember that I will pay handsomely for keys.
Feel better knowing why you want them so badly.
Very well. After the Black Day, like many others, I lost all hope. With no reason to go on, I decided to end it.
You know what I mean.
But what I desired most is forbidden to men. For days I fasted and prayed for Hashem's forgiveness, determined to end the misery of an existence. passed out from hunger and exhaustion. Then I dreamt of 2 keys. One was gold and burning, though it was only warm to the touch. The other was silver and bathed in moonlight. Go on. They were the keys to the Temple of Solomon. I felt light inside me. Oh, Hashim. He spoke to me. The old man's eyes widened and lose focus, as if he were in a trance. You understand now? This is the reason I have been collecting keys all my life. My escape from this Sheol. They were my test. They will be my salvation.
Got a bunch of keys help you escape.
There is a hidden power in patterns and numbers. Some of the keys are numbered. This makes them special.
The effect of Isidore's dream fades and he comes to himself again.
I think I have said enough.
Interesting. Let's talk about something else. What are you selling?
Indeed, that is why I am here. But first tell me, if you see something you desire, how do you intend to pay for it?
Sigs? Do you accept old money?
Keys, I collect them. You see, all sizes and shapes. If you happen to come across any keys in this accursed place, bring them to me.
Keep that in mind. Alright, so, yeah, he still wants a key. That gives a good answer. So we're looking for a golden key as well with this one. So this is the silver. We're looking for a gold key for the Gates of Solomon. Wherever that may be, or whatever that might actually mean. Find a peculiar key. I remember the proprietor of the antique store thing for keys. Oh, did that not count? I figured that would have updated something, being like, oh yes, you have... Maybe the reason why he wanted the key so much is because it's of the 2 keys he mentioned. Oh, it's just her again. Oh. You find Sonia showing Marino a picture and asking in a distressed voice whether he's seen a man named Rudolph Carter. Sorry for eavesdropping, miss, but I believe I've seen the man you're looking for. Excuse me, miss, but I met this Randolph Carter. It may have been mere imagination, but I did indeed meet your husband. Pray to have a squint-eyed glance at the picture being shown by the woman. The dashing but otherwise thin-lipped and pale gentleman in the picture is definitely the man you saw in your dream. Sorry for eavesdropping, miss, but I believe I have seen the man you're looking for.
You have? Oh, please do tell.
The words are cut off by an impertinent Marino. Signora of high standard such as yourself should pay attention to a man who can barely pay for my services. Mr. Know-it-all here probably wants to squeeze you, that's all. It's rude to interrupt the Lady Marino. Miss, try to lie a little harder, Marino, and even you might just believe it. Could we go somewhere a little less distracting, miss? Ignoring you, Marino interrupts you yet again. Well, sorry, Signora. Allow me to serve you our finest liquor. Pours whiskey from the bottle. His face is very familiar, actually. Let me look at that picture again. Filling her glass, Marino throws you a mean gaze. Sonia is looking straight at you as if her life depends on what you're about to tell her.
Did you really meet my Randolph?
I saw him in a dream of mine. I indeed, miss. In the queerest way imaginable. He looks perplexed, but interested.
Then if I'm to believe you, sir, you must provide some details about him.
He had blonde hair, glasses, and wore a striped vest and matching trousers. He had a wide chin, thin lips, wore a silk jacket, green bow tie, and vest. He had a narrow face, blue eyes, and wore... I don't... I think 2 is the most accurate one to that. I think. I don't remember what his model looked like. I wasn't paying that much attention. Yeah. Uh...
Surprise. Well, yes, very accurate. He used to wear that for special occasions. Just as he was did with the journalist convention where we met. So strange. Were you acquainted with him before?
Never seen the man in my life before I did in my dream. No, ma'am. I held very vaguely affinity towards him. I wasn't. The abstract realism of the vision almost seemed to suggest otherwise.
So, what was he doing? Or where was he going? Did he tell you anything else apart from his name?
He was about to enter an old abandoned house somewhere in Arkham. He told me that he sought inspiration, whatever that implies. He said something about covering a long way to eternity.
Shudders and her eyes become teary. Just like he wrote in his last letter. Oh, he's here. He must be alive then. How did he communicate with you? And why you instead of me, I wonder?
It all remains a mystery to me, Miss Carter. Some practitioners of an art are known to seep into other psyches. Seems to be drowned in a sea of memories for a few short moments as she looks deep into the vagueness. Finally, a single tear of happiness glides down her cheek.
I am Sonia H. Green Carter. Thank you for sharing this with me, Mr.
My name is Ashley Watt. Nice to meet you well, Sonia. My name is Ashley Watt. That much I must keep to myself. I'm sure you understand.
Can you help me find him then? There you must have been a reason for Randolph to meet you. If I follow you, would you be kind enough to take me to that house?
Of course, Sonia. I'll be glad if I can be any assistance. I can't, Miss Carter. I have other priorities. Maybe. What's in it for me?
Taken by surprise. Oh, thank you. I don't mean to derail you from your obligations, whatever they may be. Are you sure it won't be a drawback?
Not at all, Sonia. Second thought, perhaps I should walk alone. Yeah, fuck it. No.
That's very courteous of you. It's a very little kindness of this world.
After you.
Okay, so this guy isn't actually... He's just here in case a fight goes on. Okay, but she's actually a member of the party. Sonia Green Carter, investigator. Ashley Watt is me. She's got health, she has sanity. Dress, her hat. Doesn't have a weapon. I'm assuming got some throwing on her. Let's see, where can I see? I guess more stat? Oh, I did get a small pistol. A very fast firing and loading automatic pistol, effective at short distances. What does it need? .22, okay. Alright, so that's that. So, is the only thing I have left just more about the keys? I want to go and explore something, I guess. Nothing else here. This just takes me to the world, but I don't think this takes me anywhere. I'm assuming I need to do the key first. I don't really want to just sell it, but... Nowhere else to go. Alright, I guess I have to keep talking to the shop guy, unless there's like another thing I should go back into.
Like maybe if I do get a crowbar or something like that. Maybe I go in the city hall. Or the old bank. Help yourself, get in there and die. You see a burly mob member watching the entrance of the ruined bank. Spit it out. Like to get inside? What are you guarding? The place looks destroyed. Help yourself, and if you get killed, try not to make a mess. Area unlocked. Bank entrance hall. Vehicles locked. Blank manager's note. Windows are shattered, just like the sanity of the bank's new residents. These partitions were originally placed to discourage customers from entering sensitive areas. Now, the only function they serve is to provide cover in a gunfight. I mean, I guess I could go really go to her, because I don't actually have bullets for that. She doesn't have much of a butt. Here you go. Here's a wrench. A strangely presentable man in a sharp suit waits eagerly at one of the destroyed cash counters. The moment he sees you, he begins to speak rapidly and enthusiastically. Hello, sir. May I assist you? As you can see, this has been a very busy day. It looks like you are the boon of this family has come to Arkham. It's nice of you to see our little town thriving, don't you think? You wouldn't say thriving. We're talking about this place is wiped out. Sure is. Of course you agree, sir. We all share the same dream in this country, after all. A proud citizen. His voice cuts off abruptly. Freezes in place. He doesn't even blink. He looks almost like a living statue. Excuse me, sir? You're really lost, aren't you? I better go. Some men are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights. Let me help you with your transaction, sir. May I see your credentials, please? Does this suffice? He instantly grabs the object from your hand. Let me see. It says you're a despoiler of secret sins. Here are your documents, sir. Hope they will aid you in your game of misery, piss, and shit. Struggle begins. Oh, okay, the guy with bandages I could get on my team. Alright, combat basics. Combat in Stygian consists of turns. Each turn, your characters and the enemies move and act in their own rounds, to the extent that their action points allow. Each action requires a certain amount of action points to be committed. From the upper left corner of your screen, you can monitor the health sanity levels and switch between your equipped weapons and your active character. You can also reload an equipped firearm by simply clicking on the weapons icon. If you wish to use a quick item, perform a combat ability or a spell, simply right-click on the active character and choose the related action. Bolts of Madness. Raven Lunatic comes to despair and loses all will to do anything. Alvin Sanity. Looting corpses in combat. You can loot fallen enemies by right-clicking their corpse. Okay, sure. Raven Lunatic hits Raven Lunatic for 5 damage. Now. Alright, special hexes. Certain hexes on the battlefield may have special functions as providing an opportunity to take cover or enabling you to flee from battle. Right-click on the object that may provide cover while standing next to it in order to view the take cover button. Press the escape button on the lower right side on the purple square. Okay. You can end your character's round by either clicking on the defend or focus buttons. Defend button enables you to utilize the remaining action points to increase the physical defense of the active character. Focus button enables you to utilize remaining action points to grant a bonus to your character's next attack roll. The bonuses get higher in accordance with the number of action points left. Okay. Actually, won't use the Sandy Ward. Then the Raving Lunatic hits a warder for 4 damage. Okay. How would I... Oh, right now I have just fists. Or I could go to the gun. Okay. And I have 9 action points. It doesn't cost me AP to swap between these two. I move here. That uses 2 AP, correct? Yes. Shot it, and then I punched it. Now, if I move away, do I... I do not provoke like an attack of opportunity or something. Okay. Progression escape. Stygian is not about winning, but enduring. You won't be able to win all the battles that you find yourself in. After damaging the enemy to a certain extent, a blue-colored progression escape hexes will appear on the battlefield. If you can reach one of those hexes with your active character and click on the escape button that is located on the lower right corner of the screen, you can make a progression escape. Once the player character manages to leave combat in this way, the progression escape is considered successful, granting you a safe passage from the dangers of the battle while rewarding you with the same amount of experience as a victory. Your turn begins. So each turn, the order of initiative gets determined anew by the reaction score of the combatants. You can see who acts on the initiative wheel. Okay. I'm liberating you. Oh, kills his own guys. Critical hit. Okay, so standing behind actually did trigger something. Ow. Hey. Cut that out. Hey, don't throw bricks at a lady. I was going to do a progression escape, but... I mean, I can still escape now. Might as well. There you go. I guess that's the button. Oh, that didn't count? Huh. Of course, they both go first again. Game, come on. I got to the thing and it didn't let me retreat either. So this, I'm basically taking a bunch of damage I shouldn't have taken for some reason. Because even though I got to the square, it didn't count. Get the fuck out of here. Proceed. Experience, but we gained angst. Okay, so that was kind of weird. When I escaped with her, I thought that was the thing I needed to do, but I guess not. Oh well. I'll figure it out more as I go, I guess. Like, I guess it, you know, I was looking for something that said escape like the game said, but that didn't show up even when I right-clicked the square. Let's see. Notes written by the shaky hands of the old bank manager, detailing his interactions with a mysterious stranger. Oh. I've never been a man who puts any stock in superstition. Yet my experience today was shaken on strict convictions, or I had. If I click this again, does it actually put it where I can read it? No. I had an unannounced visitor. He was a tall man dressed in a finely cut suit and top coat. Something. All of an impenetrable? I don't even know what the fucking next word. Oh, all of an impenetrable black? Okay, yes, there. And his face, well, peculiar as this may sound, I do not remember a damn thing about it. His age, the look of his eyes, or the color of his hair. When I try to recall the details, my mind gets completely blank. Oh, okay, if I read it like that, we got it, okay. Off. $1. Didn't the guy say he gave me something? I guess he just didn't. He just, you know, yelled at me after he saw my thing. Oh, here we go. Irrelevant to you, this diary of an anonymous young girl most contains a personal reflections about adolescent problems and relationships. Junk and uncraftable, so I probably can sell that. Holy shit, there's a lot of these guys. And they just have bricks galore, huh? Was they good? Don't brick me, brick them. Give him 2 shots. Up. That should finish him off. Then there should be the... There you go. That. Works with my sanity, and then he skips away. Yep, that's why I had to defend. Also, really, brick to the face twice. Okay, so there is a save that you can do for that. Alright, so if I go here, like there's retreat. I don't want to retreat though. I want to escape. Like I'm right clicking on it, but that doesn't seem to be it. Retreat just sends you away. I guess, do you just have to get all your characters to retreat and it works? You don't just get one? Alright, I guess that's what that is for. Oh well. I don't want to do that then. He's down. Yeah, we gotta get our guys' reactions up. They just keep fucking going. There you go. Okay. And oh, we actually got more keys this time too. Like, the one guy said he will take keys, so maybe we can trade him keys for other things. Just don't give him the special key. Angst. I still don't know what that does. That angst probably gives us, like, negatives or something. You just gained a level. Do not raise your hopes up, though. You are still as thin as a rail against the horrors lurking in the dark corners of the cosmos. You have 2 skill points and a merit point to further develop your character. You can acquire either a perk or combat ability with a merit point. It is advised that you raise your skills first in order to meet the requirements of some perks and abilities. Okay. So we have 2 skills to add. Okay, you are allowed to put more in after you put one more in investigation. Looks like you're only allowed to have 1 more in a skill than your level. So I'm level 2, so I'm allowed to have up to 3 in a thing. Okay. Beechcraft client sells medicine, melee, occult. Occult's worked, so might as well. Okay. Alertness. 1 reaction. Physical defense. Better prices. Spellcraft. Improved health gain from medical items. Supernatural defense. Shadow. Wearing a mask increases stealth value by 1. Health 2. Concussive blow. Level 2, melee 3. I don't even have that, so I'm not gonna... I did say get the alertness. I'd like to get my characters to go first in the round more than some other things. If possible. Alright, so she does... Oh, she actually does have some good firearms. I had to get some ammunition for that other gun that I found then. Okay, she cannot get into any of these other stats. Survival science. So I don't have science. Well, let's put in some points for science. And then trick shot. I guess if I got... She deceivingly fires a pistol shot at her opponent, reducing their reaction values. And then physical defense. Oh, she also has horror. Grants a small protection against supernatural effects. Alright. Alright, we'll just take trick shot for now then. And we're only allowed 1 science, but we can up something else, so we might as well get her the firearms as well then. Keep her better in combat. Angst. Shows the angst points which the character has accumulated throughout the story by receiving negative effects and being subject... Okay, that doesn't actually tell me what angst is though, but oh well. Alright, so we definitely need to get the 22 for her gun. Raw opium based. I don't have anyone with lockpick yet. But stranger still, I swear by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that he knew about Frederick. He knew of my only son, about his incurable disease, and not just the fact of it, but every symptom, every maddening detail. He claimed to have certain powers. He could cure my boy. All he asked in return is that I install on his behalf a safe marked with the number 0. It would be our little secret. Ah, okay. This actually turned out to be where I was supposed to go, I guess, then. Because that would be this. So this safe... Or maybe this is a secret safe, like there's a different one somewhere else, and that's not the exact one. Also, let's give her the... She can't use it yet, but... She doesn't have bullets for it. We're all getting kind of hurt, but I want to get the items. Let's go. Fuck it. Love this pre-combat screen, though. He went first, but... Look at... She'll take cover. And... Alright, let's throw some bricks at each other, please. Or skip merrily to me. That's fine as well. There you go. Thank you. Well, you definitely are eliminating him. Liberate him more. Liberate that exact guy some more. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Quarter shoot, I only have one. Yeah, position. Oh, I actually do have some bullets in that. Although maybe they're sharing the same pool of bullets. Ooh, that might be why. Unless it had free bullets inside of it. Pop them out. She's withstanding it with that one ability she has. His bullets, I think, are just exist in his own thing. So I don't even have to worry about them. Oh, I guess you need more AP for that. Alright, never mind. Ow. Hey. I really like their bricks, huh? And they go first again. Damn it. Well, this has definitely been the day of getting your head bashed in with a rock. I'm taking a lot of actual health damage. Alright, good. He's down. Good job. Fuck yeah. I swear to God, if he goes first. Hell yeah, best viewers on. Great, more bots. My favorite. Once again, at least it makes me feel like I'm moving up in the world.
Wow, the bots are back. I'm really making it.
Faults of just being insane, okay. Gone. no! What the f did you shoot me for? I clicked on him, not my own character. No, 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 no. I see that game. I saw that bullshit. Oh, yeah, one shot and he'd just be down. Oh, no, we'll just shoot you instead. I fucking saw that. Let me just ban this fucking... Let's ban the bot. Not ban it anywhere from here? What the fuck? Unless it's probably just showing up to me, maybe. What the fuck happened? Be able to just ban them right from here. Man, Twitch, you suck sometimes. Follow, whisper, gift a sub, and invite. Fuck off. Come on, let me click the ban. There we go. Alright, back to the game. Pardon me, senor, but we all need to eat, no? I did my duty as your protector de angel personnel. I wish I could stay for your career administrad, but life is no fairy tale. You wish me to stay, you pay, yes? Here you go. Buried Water 26. I don't need your protection at the moment. You can go. Alright, yeah, here you go. Here's your 26. Eduardo smiles and bows before taking the small bundle from your hands. Gracias, senor. I'll be at your side until La Diesio Fortuna betrays me. Playfully adds, or until you run out of tobacco. Smile back, let's go. You got your payment. Now shut your mouth and open your eyes. Smile back, let's go. Madness. You've developed a mental condition. Like most inhabitants of our little town, each mental condition has both a negative and a positive effect. You will see that some of your dialogue options will occasionally be overrun by voices of madness lines. There is no cure to madness in Stygian. Oh boy. Alright, what do I got? Where do I see that? Schizophrenia. Oh boy. A very safe and not horrible one right off the bat. What actually does it do to me? Characters with schizophrenia condition have increased mental constitution, +1 mental resistance, but are more likely to suffer from catatonic attacks. Fuck. As long as catatonic attacks doesn't mean I lose control of my character for a while. Or lose my turn. Because fuck that. Silver Pocket Watch on the origin of species. Everyone has a price. It's always negotiable. These I think are just gonna be flat empty. Oh no, they're even in the empty ones. Ever since antiquity, keen and malicious gazes have been believed to inflict a curse upon their target. Crafting traits, uncraftable, researchable occult manuscript. Okay. Thorne's contribution to rational empiricism was crowned by his treatise on natural selection and cornerstone upon which the cycles of evolution stood. It can be read by rational characters while resting. Hey, I have that actually. Alright, cool. You can gain some sanity back with that. The ornate chandelier surprisingly still dangling from the damaged ceiling. It looks like it could come free at any moment. Still one locked safe in here. And it's nothing that the silver key gets used on. Also, for the... Oh, it is it is a 22 ammunition. Okay. So the ammo my gun uses and that she uses are the same. Yeah, okay. We do share a pool, but we're up to 33 bullets. Where did we get the extra bullets from? I know I bought a few, but I didn't think I had that many. Maybe the gun already had some in them, and that's why. Anyway. Morphine, camera notes, Danforth's compass. Artifacts. You have quite an artifact. Each artifact in Stygian has supernatural power and malediction that represents the dangers of meddling with such occult items. You can learn the powers of artifacts either by yourself with the occult research rest activity, or by making Isidore decipher them in exchange for SIGs. Although the malediction of an artifact can only be discovered by occult research. Okay. Or you could just slap it on, I guess, and see what happens. Unless it doesn't show you in your stats. The cabinets house the customer account records. Prudent investment in the hallmark of the patriotic white-collar man. This message reeks of pragmatism. Note 3, 9 more bullets, I like that. However, I try to erase it from my mind. I cannot forget the man's reply when I asked the significance of the number 0. Well, little man, every countdown ends with 0, does it not? The safe will be necessary after the end. The end of all that is. God forgive me. But I did as he asked. I concealed the accursed safe in the wall of my office 2 nights ago. It seems that damn motivational poster served a purpose after all. I swim in dark waters now, and God forbid should I vanish. Okay. Alright, so behind a poster in their office. Oh, did I hit Oh, what button did I hit for them to stealth? Okay. S. S for stealth. All right. The strong boxes used to be rented out to customers in the bank. Now that they open and plundered. BA Tightwad. Rapid industrialization prior to the Great Boom led to the transformation of the workplace and the widespread use of motivational posters like this one. The haphazard effort to brick up the hole in this wall suggests that someone wishes to conceal something behind it. Okay. You may try to find a weakness in the structure of the bricks. You achieved to find a weak spot in the structure of the wall, successfully uncovered the locker numbered 0. Cthulhu statuette and Dismal Man's poem. This weird poem is maddeningly opaque, offering more in the way of confusion than clues. A memorabilia from Dismal Man. The soul of a scavenger of all of the sea shall be found inside a bottle of lead. The last wish of a bodiless starfarer shall be heard from the mouth, not of flesh. A drop of swarming chaos shall be stolen under the ruins, once halls of wisdom, and the book shall be read which should not be read. Only then you may wish to call me by the timeless stones on the nameless isle. Only then you may wish to walk by me between the endless realms of pitch black. So a soul of scavenger of the sea shall be found inside a bottle of lead. Okay. So some kind of bottom feeder possibly, or maybe an actual person in a bottle of lead. The last wish of a bodiless starfarer shall be heard from mouth, not flesh. So somebody with a telescope will speak out of something that is not their mouth. Nice, a couple words out of their butthole. It's fine. A drop of swarming chaos shall be stolen from the ruins, once halls of wisdom. Drop of swarming chaos shall be stolen under the ruins. So, that's probably in the Miskatonic University. And the book shall be read, which should not be read. Probably like the Necronomicon or something. Although, you don't have to keep using that everywhere. But that's probably what it is. Only then you may wish to call me by the timeless stones on the nameless isle. So once all those 4 things have happened, then we will summon the Grim Man, whatever the fuck his name was. Only then you may wish to walk by me between the endless realms of pitch black. Okay. Dismal Man, there you go, that's what it's called. Small gray-green stone idol of a grotesque winged creature. You cannot be sure of its age. It has an aura of abysmal antiquity. I think that's all the loot from the dungeon. So do I really have another bot? Probably the same person, right? Considering this is like the another bot getting hit again today. I keep banning them, I guess. Get out of here. Would you like to return to the entrance or continue exploring? Return. Definitely finished. Oh. Fucking loony. Alright, let's sell our stuff. And then we'll take a night off. Oh shit. Alright. Do this first. Okay, so let's see. What can I... Reggie's Whiskey. A standard quality whiskey mass produced before the Black Day. Oh, it restores some sanity for some minor senses. Store both watches. Or watches and the necklace, because they're not used for anything. These are for crafting for stuff. Cooking, I'm guessing, as well. Can't sell some of this. Okay, so I guess there's just some stuff he just does not want. But I can't just sell him these other pamphlets. Oh, you need what? 22s? $76. How many do I have left? I got 163. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do it that way. There we go. Money out of that, so we just trade that for bullets. So now we have a lot of bullets, so we probably don't need any more bullets. Got some keys for him. He might even take some of these other. Oh, that's right, the junk guy.
Great fire, Sandra. Kala.
Harpo Harden. They're either mob guys or cult guys, or maybe part of both. Some may call this junk. I treasure. Give us the opium to the doctor. Camera. See, some of these items, I don't know if I'll actually need them for something at some point. It would be pretty neat if I did. You need the camera. Young diary. You can have that as well. I'm keeping that diploma. We'll change the dollars for. Don't know if someone else will pay me more for it, but this is some more crafting stuff as well. I don't know what I'll actually be using or not. And for at least one more London shot. Oh, hello. Whatever you are. Oh, is that my madness? Okay. That might just be me going insane. People at the homeless encampment. What I'll do is we'll go to a few of the other stores, and then we'll take the actual rest for the night, and we'll do it inside the eel, even though it will cost us. See how much it actually is. Oh, they're going after him again.
This is no man of Arkham. There's nothing human under those rags. Your kind has brought ruth upon us.
Cursed creature! Demon! The angry mob before you is about to lynch the miserable being you encountered a short while ago. It seems this outsider has been chosen as a scapegoat for everything these people suffered in the wake of the Black Day. Unleash the power I sense in you, friend. Shout at the outsider for the occult. Leave him alone. Shout to the crowd. Watch. Fuck it. The creature turns to you with a bewildered look in his ambered eyes. It seems to recognize you. Those peasants will tremble at the sight of true sorcery. The outsider slowly starts to whisper something in a long, forbidden tongue. Yes, let them witness the true power of the arcane.
Black magic.
The creature approaches you cautiously. Looks thoroughly confused. After a short silence, it speaks a single word. Why? Why? I just wanted to. My reasons are... Can't allow. Why? Why did you intervene on my behalf? Old mysteries I cannot simply let go. No one should pay the price simply for looking different. We may help each other in the future. Resourceful. Wanted the help. Just wanted the help. Lie. Who knows? Just them. Fuck it too. You can feel the creature examining you from head to toe. Burning amber eyes move rapidly with the effort to comprehend. Are you not human? Is this a disguise? It's not. I am human. Know how most of us seem to you. Stand you. The creature is plainly still puzzled. For whatever reason you aided me, know that I am incapable of helping my own self.
Leave me be. I may continue my search for that accursed man.
Tell me about this man.
The man in black with no face. The man with the cane of bones. The ghostly tapping of his stick still rings in my ears.
I'm also looking for that man. Dismal man? Getting interesting.
Then you're as doomed as I am, stranger. In my bones, I know that no good will ever come from finding him. Yet I have no other choice but to find him. His countenance was the last thing I saw before finding myself in this purgatory.
Perhaps you could look for this man together. Where did you last see the Dismal Man? How did you come to this purgatory?
I betrayed everything. The timeless peace of that lone centuries granted me. My own existence.
The outsider slowly regains control of his temper.
I do not know how I came here, but I know why. My punishment.
We look for this man together. Creature is silent for a moment. Hear the rugged voice from the rags once more.
There's no coincidence that you know the man with the cane of bones. Perhaps I shall walk with you for a time. I don't remember. I am unsure if I ever had one. But I know one thing. Wherever the fate tosses me, I remain the outsider.
You are its pleasure. Not fall behind? Let's go. Creature gazes at you without a word. Alright, we've got ourselves our party. We've got the wife of the random guy who contacted me in my dreams, and then we've got the magic guy. I think that's pretty good. Maybe I'll let the mercenary guy I have with me go, and I assume you can hire him again at some other point. Who knows? Okay, medicine, melee, and occult. Alright, medicine, he's getting a plug-in. And grasping the knowledge of the mythos. So he could be a second person with a cult. I would have a little bit. He would have a little bit, which would be great for the rest because he can also do more magic. But I have a feeling he's gonna need melee. Probably has magic and shit, but red. Outsiders' basic attacks have a chance 10 plus the outsider's current level percent. Lead the target. Okay. Hard bitten. +1 mental resistance. Increases spellcraft minimum and maximum spell damage by 1 and lowers maximum health. Increases melee attack minimum and maximum melee damage by 1 and lowers maximum sanity by 3. Okay. Go with wrath for now. We at least melees things. I don't know what else spells might do. Oh, there's someone behind that. Alright, so the laudanum I want to keep for myself, of course, because those are going to be some healing. Now, the raw opium, I'm assuming that is something that I can craft, but I don't really have anybody with much like sin or anything on it. I'll give him the opium. It's only 15. Okay. Maybe I should keep it. Take the money for now. At some point, the medical cabinet made the journey from St. Mary's Hospital into Richter's greasy hands. The fact that it is always under lock and key implies the contents are important to Richter's drug manufacturing process. Also, I guess I can't click on... I'm assuming that's just like a thing of madness that's affecting me that lets me see that. Yeah, okay. I know I just came out of that, but... Yeah, because you need the recipes to do the crafting. And the only recipes I have currently are Molotov cocktail, And mystery meat. Broken key. Rusty keys. Junk key. Modern key. Manuscript evil eye. Yeah. Let's see if you actually will trade these other keys for things. And then we'll go to bed. Oh, hello. Person with an eye for a head who's definitely a thing of my madness. What do you know about the statuette? Show him the Cthulhu. Isidore pushes his glasses over his blurry eyes and takes a closer look at the object.
It looks like a rendition of one of the deities that the cult worship. I've seen crude totems similar to this one in Riverside.
His eyes fall on the figurine again.
The art style is peculiar, though. I cannot attribute it to any culture I know of, and I can't say that I enjoy its presence. Take it away, sir. I don't want anything related to that bloody cult in my shop.
He returns to his business. I'd like to pay you with 6 for your wares. What is this place? Isidore, I need expertise on something. Oh, so many keys. A lot of locked doors you must have. A lot of things to hide.
Thank you. I have put my life into this collection, though it is unfortunately incomplete.
As he quickly reviews his rows of keys, he notices the deep longing in his eyes. May I see your wares? Alright. Here is rusty keys, modern keys, and junk keys. Okay, so that's 102 SIGs right there. Base of Rahu, lead shots, 1885 Vigilante. Damn, it's a big old shooter. Papa Twilight's top hat, the hat of a Louisianan voodoo priest, Papa Twilight. Power grants the wielder increased supernatural defense. Power grants the wearer increased stealth and physical defense. Used to hide the wearer's identity. Increase occult research. Increases natural sanity regeneration rate. Ooh. Increases reaction and grants a bonus to the rest activity keep one. Abdul's severed hand. Grants the wearer increased subterfuge. Blood of Saint Mercurius makes the wearer immune to bleeding. Increases psychology by 1. Pendulum of Miss Montfort. Okay, they just don't do anything. Those are just regular things. So these are some interesting trinkets that you can get. Increases trading value. Lucky patch of Al-Qaid. And that was psychology. Well, increases occult research, maybe? How much is that anyway? 609. Yeah, no. No. We're just going to balance that out for now. Keys, and I'll be back. Alright, so now we have all the little extra cash in our pockets. Let's do a good old-fashioned rest. We do it in the proper place. See how much it actually heals us having a good rest. Although, what's her name? Sanity is just not being touched. She's just full on immune. Like, none of this shit weirds me out anymore. It's fine. Do that. I want to rest in the attic. Of course. I hope you enjoy our special suite in the Royal Attic. Gurgles goes for a while after getting a response from you. He quickly gets down to business. 46 Konuto, and make it quick. That is a lot. 40. Oh, there he is. Okay. I thought that was going to be like another madness thing that was happening. Whole bunch of stuff. Alright, so we're going to have him read the origin of species. He is going to bolt research that. There are 3 types of research in Stygian: scientific, medical, and occult. With scientific research, you can discover blueprints, which would enable you to craft scientific gadgets. With medical research, you can discover formulas, which would enable you to craft drugs and concoctions. With occult research, you can learn new spells from manuscripts, or discover the powers and maledictions of artifacts. Oh, is there like a number of that I can do? Reaction for the party. I don't really have anything to do with occult research though. Unless I would just get it just for spells. Lower encounter rate? Sonia Green Carter. Psychological treatment. Benefit sanity. Sure. How many can I do? Or does it weaken if I choose more than one? Order. Oh, each one of them has a certain amount of points they can spend. I getcha. General scientific research, springs. Sure. Okay, I get it. All right. Everything. In 5 sanity, 13 health. Found the meaning while reading Origin of Species for 3 sanity. Greeted the outsider, he gained 5 sanity. Keep watch while the others slept. Rest was uninterrupted. We're inside a good place anyway, so we should be fine. She gained 7 health after some rest. Made discovery scientific research blueprint recoil reducer. And investigated the surroundings for reconnaissance in the area. He gained 4 sanity and 7 health. Made progress with the occult research, Danforth's compass, and discovered the power of Danforth's compass. Good. The power, but not the malediction. Okay. One general law leading to the advancement of all organic beings, namely, multiply, vary. The strongest live and the weakest die. Alright, so we only found the positive of this. Increased world map speed. Huh. Okay. We won't equip that for now. We'll check it out another night to see what the negative is, because it doesn't seem like that much of a boon. Or at least for now. Alright, so let's see what the actual quests ask for. Oh, hello, you. You definitely have something to say. You see a withered old man sitting bent over one of the tables. He appears to be in the midst of a heated argument with his bag. The fiery light of the yellowish eyes contrasts sharply with his wary physique. Hit the bathroom and I'll be right back.
I get it. Cut it out, I said, Dawkins. I tell you one last time, if I ever hear your bloody voice again, I'll break your damn piss pot off a bottle. Do you hear me? All of you.
The old man suddenly turns to you, and his fiery gaze meets yours.
You're early, cabin boy. Good. Sit down and drink some ale with me.
Cabin boy? I think you mistake me for someone else. Who are you talking to? What's in the bag? I too have a bag with little people inside. Who do you got in there?
You mean here in my bag here? No, not on importance to ye. Just a little lass coming to see. Nothing's like me.
He hears something from the bag which upsets him, as far as you can tell.
How dare you, you hard-smuggling bastard!
Nodens. Cabin boy, I think you mistake me for someone else.
An old dolphin's backs on a vast Sarah,
What? Okay, I have no idea what the fuck that word is. Crenellate? Yeah.
on a vast crenellate shell.
Okay, I know what crenellation is. Like it's like on the battlements of a castle. It's, you know, you have like the stone wall, then you have a gap for archers to shoot through. I'm like, assuming that's what that's part of. Anyway.
And upon dolphins' backs on a vast crenellate shell wherein rode the grey Nodens, lord of the great abyss. You'll learn more about him in your time on deck, cabin boy. You may even share the needs of the god of the great deep like I do. Nodens is not like those cold, tyrannical, unfeeling gods that rule this realm now. He found purpose in mortals, although rarely. Shut your trap, Peters.
Cabin boy, I think you're mistaking me for someone else.
Have I? Or perhaps you're all in a ship, and a damn ship sailing through the black, forsaken waters, eh? And that may make you a cabin boy, all right.
He turns to his bag.
What did you say to me, you foul-mouthed horsebone?
The old man turns to you again.
Oh, yes, the ship. Can its name be Arkham?
He smiles at you with a smile. Alright. Perhaps there's wisdom in your words. Run right in the head, mister. Ooh. You have clarified everything in my mind, sir. That wonderfully makes... Yeah, we're clicking it, yeah. Thank you, schizophrenia. He is not with you again.
Long time! Just when I thought you'd come to your bloody senses. No! I'll be sitting here drinking my ale, whatever it is horse piss is.
He registers your presence again.
What did you say, cabin boy?
I too have a bag with little people inside. Who do you got? Okay, that's just repeating that one again. I better go. He's not with you again. Lord. Oh, wait, it's just repeating this again and again. Alright, so just goodbye. A sudden vigilance burns the old man's eyes.
Tell me, cabin boy, before you leave, why do you follow the man who sails the whirlpools of reality?
You mean the Dismal Man?
Dismal? Yes, that's bloody fitting. Now answer my question, cabin boy.
His voice is taken on a cold and intimidating tone. I believe he'll have answers to this mystery. He may have a hand in all of this, and if he does, he'll pay. Better to do. I'd like to join him. I don't want to spend the rest of my days here. I don't know. I feel a strong urge to follow. Let's see. Do we have any... Oh, there you go. He's pulling me to his spiderweb step by step, but the call is so sweet. Irresistible.
That's how calamities often happen, huh? When we fall to those strong urges.
He suddenly bends down to his bag.
What? Peter's found another one? Good boy. All right, you'll have what you want. When? Whenever I decide to lead this rat hole of a tavern, of course. No one here is going anywhere.
Actually, you know what? Who was, loaded in, but... He calling for the bartender or for to us? Yep, he was. Okay. You see a tipsy, talkative looking blonde man leaning against the bar. His reddish eyes roam the room as if looking for someone.
Sorry to bother you, sir, but may I ask a question?
Go on.
I see you just arrived at Marino's fine establishment, and I was curious whether you happened to see a rustic-looking fellow hanging around outside.
No, I didn't. I did. Thick-looking fellow. Possibly. No, I didn't.
Didn't? Good. Been imagining his primitive gaze upon my back. Let me introduce myself. I am Stanley Fredkin. I used to be a lecturer in the literature department of Miskatonic before committing wholly to my true intellectual passion, the study of folklore. But we can talk more about me later. In the meantime, may I buy you a drink, sir?
Sure. My sanity's kind of low. I could use a drink. He turns to Marino.
Some whiskey for this fine gentleman here, and not the usual rot gut you serve. Real whiskey, if you please.
There you go, sir. Stanley raises the glass and takes a big sip of Marino's questionable whiskey.
Now, what were we talking about?
Looking for a rustic man? Mentioned Miskatonic. You mean the university on Main Street?
No, I meant the river. People don't learn about major water bodies in school these days. Give me. Sometimes sarcastic Stanley takes hold. Yes, I used to work at Miskatonic University. No boast to say, I was a mighty fine instructor during my time in university. Sad day it must have been when the students learned I had chosen the path of a wandering folklorist.
Have you been studying lately? Is there anything you're not good at? I see, another thing. What have you been studying lately?
Oh, I see that you've aroused your interest. I've been known to have that effect on people, being an intellectual inspiration and all. Get to your question, I have been in Vermont, recording the legend of the winged ones of the hills. Very profound topic indeed. From Pentacook myths to the legend of Guinevere's Wentworth's colonial grants, you will be mentioning in these winged beings from the skies. Whispers of these creatures may be found even in folklore of distant Himalayas. Must be a reason for the beliefs of the so-called widespread, right?
And what you suspect is the reason.
There are things I am willing to share for the benefit of the public good. There are things I am not.
For further analysis and hopefully new discoveries, it's critical that we share information we have at hand. Forget about it then. Yep. Yeah, the rational. I figured that's what it was going to give me, so I went for it. You have gained sanity from role-playing your belief system correctly. Whenever you act in accordance with the character you created, you will gain sanity. Special sanity can now exceed the maximum amount. Cool.
You'd better leave the topic behind, sir. By the way, I have told you about my latest book on Kingsport folklore. No. It was very well received in academic circles and among more common readers, too. You must at least have heard about it, right?
I don't read that much. Haven't.
You haven't? Perhaps you're not quite erudite as I first believed.
He seems disappointed.
Otherwise, you certainly would have known about the book from such cultural significance. Now, what were you talking about?
Like fairy tales? I like fairy tales. Would you care to share one?
No, not fairy tales. The difference. Expert on New England folklore, to be specific. Sure you've heard of my book, Kingsport Folktales. You must have at least heard about it, right?
I don't read that. This book doesn't sound that essential.
May not be essential to the person who hasn't the slightest interest in the 100-year-old oral tradition which defined the very land on which he dwells. What were we talking about?
Is there anything you're not good at? Yeah, goodbye.
So soon? All right, leave, sir. Your choice.
He quickly tosses the remaining whiskey down.
You're no different, of course.
Away from anything.
Can't you recognize person of natural quality? Do I have to tell you about all these people? All these clueless illiterates? I, Stanley Fredkin, have possibly discovered an escape from this hellhole. I was chosen.
Sounds like you were actually a great fellow. Can I use that exit too? This place is getting boring. Suddenly comes to his senses.
Nothing at all. And this fine whiskey of yours, Marino? I'd better take my leave.
Possible exit. See Van Gogh down there smoking a cig, but we'll get to him later. Let's see. What is My journal. What is the journal telling me? Decipher the meaning of the poem. Okay. I finally unlocked the safe deposit box 0, but has only raised new questions. There was an enigmatic poem inside the box. Was it meant to be prophecy or a set of veiled instructions? Perhaps both. Investigate the statuette. I didn't learn much from Isidore. I should keep an eye out for someone who could tell me more about this frightening figurine. Stanley Fredkin had to know in Arkham. I met talking to folklorist named Stanley Fredkin at the Old Eel. Under the influence of Marina's cheap whiskey, I mentioned a possible way out of Arkham as well as some mysterious contractor. Okay. Alright, now, this is the statue. I talked to her before. She had like some knowledge of this, but I don't think she's gonna... I'd like to ask you something. How do you survive in Arkham?
You mean the mob and the cult, you mean? I don't know, because so far someone else got crushed instead of me. Anyway, I doubt my luck will last much longer. Since the Black Day, I thought every day would be my last.
There's another little spooky ghost hanging around the home to me. Yeah, there he is again. Can't actually click on him though. Alright, so there are these boards in front of this thing. The last time I interacted with them, nothing happened. Craft anything here or? Rings, cogs, and metal. Okay, I'm not using any of those to do that. Molotov cocktail, empty bottles, alcohol. We got straight alcohol. Alcohol again. We got Reggie's whiskey and a textile. We have we do have a cloth rag. There we go. You know, created a Molotov cocktail. So we need 2 separate alcohols. Okay. One for the bottle and one for just to get the rag all wet, I guess. Mystery meat. Tainted meat and salt. Now, this door passages the intersections of the warehouse seem to be blocked by a vile combination of wooden boards, mugs, twigs, and dirt. Ashen consumed. Oh, okay. My assumption is that at some point, like maybe we just need a crowbar or something to pry that off. I can go back to the general store or something to see if I can find an item that does it. That's why I bought like the grappling hook early on. Maybe that will be like something that would be like, oh, here you can use the grappling hook to get somewhere. To find... Oh, here we go. A rustic-looking fellow approaches you with a note in his hand. He puts the small, folded paper in your hand. Who are you? He wanders away without a word. I am regret. No regrets? The outsider speaks as the rustic-looking man leaves. He was a servant carrying the word of his lord. You could say that. Last time I saw his master, he looked to be in considerable trouble. Guess we'll learn more about them soon. Okay. Well, now let me actually read the note. Stanley Fredkin's note. I finally found the exit that I mentioned to you. I can get us out. Meet me at my house at number 39 Main Street. Is that this one over here? Or is it something else? A child's imagination preserves even in the most trying of times. Damp walls of this enclosure now serve as a cold and dismal haven with a group of orphan children.
Watch your business, grown-up.
The beautiful mansion somehow remains unscathed and is obviously still occupied, though the relentless vein roots have begun to assault it most aggressively. House is probably in a different one than not here. Unless it is this one. I don't think so, but could always be. Tell me, suspicious voice in the door, are you real? A deep sigh is heard from the speakers. Raving lunatics. This charred and decrepit place, which once hosted many events and receptions, the Gentlemen's Club of Arkham, has been rechristened the Blackened Club by the surviving locals and serves as Waxface's criminal fortress. I looted that, but just in case. Maybe they refill looted. Nearly all of French Hill's timber house. Yeah, I think I read that one. That's 2, so that's not. So, yeah, case is that one, 39. You know what? I want to test my possible theory. Let's go over to the general store. I want to see if I actually can get, like, if there's an item like a crowbar or something to pry open that, those doors. Or it could just be something that the story has. I have an offer for you. A pasty, malnourished man leaps up from within the shadows. His swollen, weary eyes are riveted on you. He scuffles. He scruffens his otherwise fine appearance corresponds with his relentless antics. His rolling, vigilant eyes quickly scan the premises from which he finally feels secure. He addresses you with a timid but needy fashion. I'm sorry if I startled you, sir. I'm Cornelius Moretti. I have a proposal from which we can both benefit. Pardon my abruptness, but it will only take a minute of your time. Tell me about it. Plainly in distress, he is gazing askance at the brawlers standing about the nearby bar. I had seen you go up to the old eel attic before I got ejected by that ignoble swab. Might just be the man who can help me. Would you care to express your intentions a little more clearly? Noble swab? The whole town is seaming with them. I wonder which one. The biggest, vilest, slimiest of them all. Marino. That's who. Think that I never took my father seriously when he kept saying no honest man has ever been born to the Rossi familia. Very well, go on. You failed to capture my interest. Goodbye. Nah, fuck. What's his name? He grinds his teeth in chagrin before continuing. It was just another miserable day at the joint, when I, partly encouraged by the devil's juice no doubt, finally spoke what I had been on my mind for a long time. Suddenly his anger takes precedence over his nervousness. I called him out, that tyrannical devil's seed called Waxface. I denounced him as the false shepherd he really is. Nobody said a thing, of course. Cowards. Rightly. There it was. Oh, there was I, and will never be one shepherd of men. For saying that, they expelled me, humiliated me, and worst of all, they mocked me. Twitching lowers his voice. That's my death sentence, you understand. Hey, what do you want from me? Well, sir, all I'm asking is that you retrieve my heirloom pocket watch from the old eel attic. Valuable piece from my late father. I stashed it there, having an inkling that I might need it for the dark days ahead. Hidden under a floorboard next to the mattress,
I need it more than ever, for I'm left with nothing else. Once I barter it off, we'll split the SIGs halfway. Please? Please, will you do this for me, sir?
Very well, count me in. If it was worth the trouble, why not? A glimmer of mirth appears in his eyes.
Oh, thank you, brother, thank you. I was sure it would be lucrative for both of us.
I will take a look around when I get a chance, the rest in the attic. Where will I meet you again? He casts one final, fretful glance at his surroundings.
I'll be near the desecrated church in French Hill. I'll be safe there. It's abandoned. Now I must go before they come for me. Please hurry, sir. My life depends on it.
Scurries away. Okay. I want to see here. First off, upon immediate scrutiny, you deduce that his wounds, which extend from collar to groin, were inflected by a broad blade with a singular, most perpetually keen blade. Every single thrust perforated right through muscle, sinew, and bone. At Julian, the Arkham resident is looking at the mutilated corpse as if hypnotized by the slowly burgeoning pool of blood that threatens its way through the cobblestones of the doomed town. While looking at the corpse. Oh, he doesn't look like he's enjoying himself. Poor kid. The man suddenly starts shouting,
The stabber! The stabber has killed again! The Arkham stabber! Where have you been living, sir? I think this is the third victim. All butchered, stabbed until they end up like poor Julian here.
You mean like a honeycomb? Julian, you know this man? Shakes his head.
Not a bad fellow. Used to stay at the Essex Hotel. He didn't deserve such a fate. Nobody deserves.
He looks at the heatedly recognizable corpse on the ground in awe.
That.
Who deserves what they reap here? What do you know about this Arkham stabber?
Nobody has any idea who he is. Even the mob can't catch him. Some say he's a demon. Others speculate that he's a loony of the worst kind.
How do you know this? The stabber is a he.
I don't. It could be a she. Would only be fair after what those brutes did to all the...
He becomes aware of the mob's fist standing nearby.
Never mind. I'd better go.
You are about to leave the site of the gruesome murder. You notice something odd about the hobo standing nearby. The man begins to shake as if in the throes of a seizure, and his pupils transform from black to murky white. Abruptly, he kneels as if possessed by an unknown force, dips his hand in the pool of blood on the pavement, and begins to draw a star-like symbol on the ground with the dead man's freshly spilled bodily fluid. As you are watching this scene in bewilderment, the milky eyes turn directly at you, and the broken man speaks in an ominous tone, completely alien to his appearance. Your path crosses with the dead one. This simple flight of a soul will uncover more. Oh. Because we didn't want you, moron. Two of the mob's cannon fodder are speaking below their breaths. They seem to be unaware of your presence.
Coily, it seems the stabber sent another fellow to the big sleep. Should I bring word to the face?
You get paid to be this dumb, Marlin? He points at the corpse with his chin.
Does he seem like a man of the face to you? No, Coily.
Then think about it. Is it really necessary to take this to the face ourselves? Don't you remember how mad the boss got when that gumshoe Wilkins failed to find that psycho stabber?
Wilkins?
You watch the burly man struggle to compute this information.
You mean that fatso detective whose arm we cut off? The one staying at the inn?
See, you can be smart when you need to. Then you must have been there when the boss got hot on the collar and that idiot Wilkins told him he couldn't find out who the stabber is.
That was a lot of words at one time, Corley. Let me think. The boss got mad that day, So do I take the word to him or not?
The man sighs deeply.
Marlin,
I sometimes sincerely wish I was a fucking wall. You know? Pointing at the nearby wall. Like that one over there. A simple, unpainted, indifferent brick wall. A wall? Why is that, Corley? So I could simply be. Without needing to comprehend your bullshit, Marlin. The mob gun takes a deep breath. Look, I plan not to be around when the boss learns that the Stabber Psycho is still on a rampage. You better do the same. He looks at the corpse on the floor one last time. He's not one of us anyway. Who gives a crap? Let's beat him, Marlin. Turning to leave, the two mobmen spot you standing nearby. What the fuck are you looking at, sheep? Damn. Damn, no schizophrenia. I hear the Arkham Stabber struck again. Came to see for myself. Well, this is not the Arkham Ball or some damn fairground attraction. You better mind your own business before Marlin makes you the main attraction. He may be my own personal tormentor, but when it comes to whacking the likes of you, he's straight up a virtuoso. Gets my drift? Forgive me, but I don't have time to stay for your performance. Goodbye. That's it for everything. If you're looking for trouble, you just found it. Look, Sherlock Holmes blew in the fucking coop. I have anything else I want to trade on. I did do that to him. He doesn't know what that is, so he's not going to get much for it anyway. Alright. Let's see. Is there even an item here that I would use if I wanted to do it? So there's an axe or hatchet. Woodsman's axe. I don't know if these would be... Like, these are almost likely weapons that I could use as melee weapons. The question is, would they also be usable items for, like, getting through the wooden mud door? A crowbar work, or if I got, like, a woodsman's axe would be better. Like, my character is not a melee person at all. One instrument. Handling one. French knife. I wonder if any of these... Like, I'm assuming they don't attack off of your different stats. Handling is definitely, like, adds to a hit chance, probably. If I did that, it'd be 122. That would be deeply eating into what I've got. Shovel also counts as a weapon, yeah. A lot of damage on that, though. 5 to swing it, so you need a lot of AP. Probably want to get one swing with that. Okay. I'll save my cash for now, and then we'll check out to see if you actually can, like, smash that open later. I have a little bit more cash. Maybe there'll be another dungeon popping up at some point. There's also the world leaving button, so there's definitely more than just in this town. Alright, so now we have the Stabber. We have the guy who wants us to find him at his house. Done. One of these guys might have new dialogue or something. So let's check to see. Do these refresh daily? Or once I check them once, are they actually empty? Okay, they seemingly are emptied once they're emptied. Done. Also, the guy drew the Stygian symbol. Blood on the ground, which once coursed through the veins of the remorselessly slaughtered victim, has been used by the entranced hobo to draw an eldritch symbol. Save the game. And, okay. So this was some Stygian of the old gods. So I will most likely be back again tomorrow. Same time as I always do, 7 to 10. I love the art style. I love the setting. This is awesome. I'm totally in on this. I'm so in. Like, I'm so in. I might do like a super long stream of this on Sunday as well. I might just do a super long stream on Sunday as well. But you know, I'm so in on this setting. It's not even funny. Like, fuck yeah. Oh hey Dave, how's it going? I mean, if you do stream tomorrow, then I'll give you precedence, and I might just stream after you stream. But yeah, I like this. This is cool. It's a nice little old-fashioned RPG. I'm loving the hell out of it. Definitely gonna be continuing this. Not streaming tomorrow. All right, then I'm definitely continuing this tomorrow anyway. I'm gonna have some fun with this. Anyway. Oh shit. Are you actually sick? Like, how about D&D on Saturday? Too sick for that, or are we gonna talk to Mike? Maybe make it online, or oh, okay. Because I'm gonna be coming down on Saturday to do yard work with my parents anyway, so. So I'd have to drive down and then drive back here again. But that's fine. If I have to, I was going to have to drive back up to my home anyway, so. Alright, so I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm going to do some more of this. I'm going to play some more of this. I like this a lot. It's also nice that I get to do a game where I can actually speak into it again. And I can do some voices. It's been a while. Most of the games have been all voiced for me. So anyway. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow, and I'm going to keep playing more of this. Have a good night, everybody.